Hey man, this is a groovy party. I could dig it. Only love can conquer hate. Right on, baby. Hello, my name is Kurt. And today I will be talking about Virgo women. Now please excuse all the noise and stuff like that, because every time I try to film, it's either windy or it's noisy and it's a pain in the ass, but what can you do? Now, Virgo women tend to be sort of perfectionists, caretakers, worriers, etc. Not all Virgo women, of course, but there's more to the zodiac than that. But a great majority of Virgo sun signs tend to work in fields of like human services. I met an ex-girlfriend of mine in a animal shelter. They enjoy taking care of animals or people and stuff like that. That's where they flourish. They always feel the need to help somebody that is in need. And quite frankly, I'm always in need. But no, seriously, Virgo women are some of the cutest women I've ever seen. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like, honestly, Virgo women, man, every time I see a Virgo chick, I'm like, damn, she's cute. Like, it's this weird vibe, It's not the appearance itself. It's sort of this feeling I get. Like this cute sort of earthy type of vibe, because they're earth signs. Now I'm Sagittarius, and I have a lot of Sagittarian energy, but I also have a lot of earth energy. I have Taurus moon, Taurus ascendant, etc. And we resonate on many levels. And Virgo women are funny because they could be very critical, very analytical. Like, they could really analyze a lot of details. They don't really necessarily look at the big picture like a Sagittarius would, but they're more into details and stuff. And they'll be the first to notice. Like, if you didn't take a shower, they'll know. If you didn't brush your hair or comb your hair or whatever, they will know. If your zippers like unzippered, they will know. Maybe they won't necessarily point it out some of the times, because most of the Virgo women I've known were sort of introverts, but they'll always kind of like pick up on things that a lot of other people can't pick up on, and that's sort of a trait that I admire. And a lot of Virgo women are into like metaphysical stuff too, because that resonates sort of with the whole earthy vibe, witchy stuff. They're really into occult metaphysics or whatever, but they're into it on a very practical level. They do it because they realize the practicality of it. They know how to work with sort of earthy energies and work with what they got, so to speak. If you give a Virgo chick like a freaking like crystal or whatever, like, she'll know what to do with it. Whereas me, I'm like, damn, it's just a damn crystal, it's just a rock. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this thing? You know what I mean? But they tend to be very, they worry a lot, and they could be depressed very easily because they got so much on their mind. They got so much to think about, They're so critical about other people because they're critical about themselves. You know what I mean? It's not just like, oh, they're critical of other people, but not of themselves. They are like 10 times more critical about themselves than they are about you. You know what I mean? So, if they're like saying, oh, Kurt, you didn't brush your teeth today, and you son of a bitch, this and that, I'm gonna break up with you. I'm not gonna sleep with you tonight because you're a filthy fucking bastard. They're critical about stuff like that, but they're cleanly, they appreciate cleanliness in themselves. A Virgo woman will always take care of her body, always sort of smell good, stuff like that. Now I have an infatuation sort of with Piscean women, but that's for a different reason. Like, they're super kind of feminine and stuff like that, but I tend to resonate more with Virgo women because, like I said, I have a lot of earth energy and stuff like that. And also they help, their critical nature is not a bad thing per se. It could get freaking annoying, I'm not gonna lie, dude. It's like, Like, I'm playing a guitar, Kurt, you're playing that wrong, or like, oh, fix it here, tweak it there, do it this way. And you know, their whole detail-oriented nature isn't always necessarily helpful, for example, to a person like me, because I'm like, dude, I'm just jamming, let me jam out. You know, I'm making music, let me just jam out. Who cares about all that shit? Who cares about the details? Who cares if I screw up? You know, Hendrix didn't give a shit. Morrison freaking jumped around on stage and fucking took his pants off and got arrested for that in Miami, by the way. And that's some shit I would do. But they're like, I think deep down inside, like, they admire that as well. Like, they would like to do it themselves as well. But they're just so, like, how should I say? They worry probably about what other people will think, and like, you know, it's very easy to piss off a Virgo woman. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know, you could say something, and they might not necessarily tell you, but they'll get all like shut down and kind of like closed off and like kind of distant with you. You know what I mean? Because, and you won't know why. You'll be like, what the hell? Like, what's going on? You know, like, I don't get it. But they have their reasons, you know, they always have their reasons, which is a really nice thing. So, yeah, like I said, Virgo women, very earthy, very down to earth, very calm and collected. And I could dig that, you know, because, like I said, Virgo relationships have been very transforming for me. Because, like I said, I'm more scatterbrained and more about the bigger picture of things, whereas a Virgo woman will sit you down and will like write a damn list and be like, okay, this is what you need to change, this is what you gotta do. And sometimes they'll do it like secretly, you know, like they're like, oh, you know, Kurt, you should wear those pants today, or maybe you should wear those shoes, or they'll take you shopping and they'll buy you a bunch of shit that they like, and they'll like secretly kind of like want that to be sort of your style. Like I said, they won't force you necessarily to do things, but I realize that Virgo women always sort of slightly tweak and change you to kind of be not necessarily ideal, because nobody's perfect, and Virgo women know that, you know, they understand that nobody is perfect, and perfection is something that is not easily achievable. It's probably not achievable in the first place, you know, they know that, but they strive to be the best people they can be, and that's what I like, because, you know, I'm like that too. I want to be the best person I could be, you know, and with the Virgo's help and with the Virgo's guidance, you know, I have learned a lot of things, you know. I have learned how to have more manners, how to like sort of just be more kind of calm and collected, and especially when it comes to music, you know, just to kind of sit down and realize the details, listen to it. You know, whenever I need help with music, I let a Virgo listen to it. And they're like, Kurt, it's pretty good, but you gotta change this, you gotta change that. And me, I'm like, why the hell do I have to change it? You know, it's like, it is what it is, you know, but like I said, they do it from a helpful manner. You know, it's for the better, but I don't always see that. So there's a lot of arguments, you know, that I get in with Virgo women sometimes. It's like, you know, oh, you should do this that way and do that way, or you should, you know, tweak the music this way. And I'm like, I don't get it. Like, why should I do this damn stuff? And then I'm like, listen, you're not allowing me to be sort of a free-natured individual, and you're always so damn critical and stuff like that. And another thing I wanted to get to talk about is that Virgo women are very health-oriented as well. You know, they care about their diets, they care about their body. You know, not all of them exercise and stuff like that. Like I said, it has more to do with the other zodiac placements and stuff like that. But, you know, they always care about themselves, and they want you to care about yourself, because, you know, if you're a person like me, I really don't give a shit, you know, like, it's like, woke up this morning, didn't comb my hair, don't give a fuck, you know, but they'll be the ones that sit you down and talk you through, you know, it's like, Kurt, you know, you gotta work on this, you gotta work on that, you know, we could do it, we could take our time, and, You know, you could be a better individual because of it if you only listen and only take my advice and actually try to do it. You know, that's the thing. I'm a very sort of adamant person, so if they tell me, like I said, Kurt, you have to work on this piece of music in this such a way, I'll be like, God damn it, like I'm gonna do my own thing. But then when I really think about it, I really sit down, I'm like, you know what? They're actually right. You know, they're actually right. And like I said, the Virgo woman will help you heal, will take care of you. You know, all earth signs in general. Earth signs, you know, they'll cook you good food. They'll take care of you. Like most Virgo women that I've known were either vegan or vegetarian, or like if they weren't any of that stuff, they really took care of their diet, you know. So if they hung out with me and I'm like, let's get some pizza. Yo, let's eat some pizza. I'm gonna order a whole damn pie and we're gonna devour it and fuck health for a little bit, you know. And that's another thing I actually, you know, like the whole thing with my relationships with Virgos is that they helped me and I helped them, you know. It's a very mutual thing, whereas some other like relationships that I had with other signs, it was like either they were self-centered, like they were centered on themselves or whatever. It was more of a, you know, take kind of relationship instead of a give and take. But you know, I help Virgo women kind of break free a little bit. You know, I'm like, okay, I understand you're worried about your diet. You know, we could do this, but tonight we're eating pizza and we're drinking whiskey and we're gonna have a great time. You know, we're gonna dance naked under the moon and there's nobody around, so don't fucking worry. You know, it's for our eyes only and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And yeah. And then I'm like, all right, we ate pizza last night and we partied like naked under the full moon light. But tomorrow we could exercise, man. We could do sit-ups, we could do push-ups, we could run around and stuff like that. It's no big deal. And the Virgo women are very, like I said, if you give them a practical sort of answer, like if you say, oh, we're gonna eat pizza every day, whatever, and if that doesn't agree with their mentality, they won't do it. You know what I mean? But if you say, oh yeah, we'll eat pizza tonight and tomorrow we'll exercise, eat veggies and do whatever, they will, you know, get it. They will understand, because like I said, you have to give them a practical reason. You know, whereas I'm sort of, like I said, a broad-minded individual. I'm like, I want to eat pizza because I want to eat pizza. I don't give a damn. You know? But they're like, okay, you know, we'll eat pizza tonight. We'll exercise tomorrow and it'll all be okay. You know, like I said, they tend to worry a lot. They tend to be stuck in depression as well because of their worrying and critical nature. And this is what I help them kind of break out of. And they help me break out in certain different ways. You know, we bounce ideas off of each other, you know. I'm like, you gotta stop worrying, because life is just this freaking like whirlwind tornado of chaos, and in the end it's not really that big of a deal, you know. Like if you drink whiskey tonight and you have a good time, you know, it's not really a big deal, you know. So if you're trying to get with a Virgo woman, be sure to shower, be sure to dress nicely, smell good, because Virgo women are like the only women that pointed out, like, they're like, Kurt, you always smell like cigarettes, goddammit, you always smell like tobacco and stuff like that. Like, you know, like one Virgo that I dated was a smoker, but they tend to stick with healthy habits, so some of them don't do that. So if they're a smoker, or if they understand that, like if they understand that you're doing it for a practical reason, like I tell them, like, listen, I smoke because, you know, it helps me out, it's my thing, it's my pleasure, I enjoy it, you know, I keep it in moderation, I balance it out with a healthy diet, and, you know, yeah, maybe it stinks a little bit, but, you know, you gotta learn how to, like, appreciate the little things too, you know. Like, hey man, cigarette smoke kind of on clothing mixed with a little perfume is pretty pretty nice, like it's a very manly smell. Or if a girl like comes up to me smelling like stale smoke and like freaking like fancy perfume, I'll be like, oh man, it's a very sensual. That's another thing. Virgos are very into sort of earthy, sensual things. They like massages. They'll give you a massage. Man, I could fucking use a massage right now, honestly. Like all my freaking muscles are all sore and stuff because I've been running around, been working out a little bit, been just working on stuff like that. That's super sore, man. Virgo woman, please come here, save me. That's what they like. You gotta be like, oh, please give me a massage. And they'll do it, and that's a beautiful thing. Even if they're tired, even if they're exhausted, even though they feel like shit, they'll help you out. They'll do it. They're like, oh, I had a rough day at work or whatever, but if you need a massage, I'll give it to you. And I always reproach you. Damn it, I'm mixing up words now. I return the favor. If they give me a massage, I give them a massage. Because like I said, I have that earth sign vibe. So, I understand that, and if they help me out, I help them out. Whereas some other women, some other zodiac signs, they'll be like, fuck yourself, go fuck yourself, Like they'll be like, oh, I had a rough day at work and I feel like shit and you gotta give me a massage. I'm not giving you shit, you know what I mean? Or like, Kurt, I'm hungry, make me some damn food, you know what I mean? Whereas a Virgo woman will be like, oh, alright, I'll make you some food, are you hungry, whatever, and they'll usually give you the food first, so they could be starving themselves and they'll make you food first and be like, here you go, eat. And then, they'll watch you eat for a little bit and then ask you, oh, how does it taste, whatever. And then that's when they'll kind of start, eating themselves, So they're martyrs, they're caretakers, they're the virgin, the maiden, purity, but also a sort of, it's a mixture, like Virgo women definitely are wild in the bedroom. I'm not gonna lie. They have very interesting fetishes, Some like to, be like, Kurt, dress up as a girl and bang me. And I'll be like, see, I'm open-minded, so I'm like, okay, I'll do it. Hell yeah. I'm up for new experiences, dude. Like, I don't care. Like, if it gives the other person pleasure, I'm down for it, It has to be a mutual thing. But like I said, other signs, they'll be like I said, they care about their pleasures first. So they won't be like, another sign will be like, okay, Kurt, dress up as a girl, put on a fucking a skirt and dance butt naked for me, and like, well, lift up the skirt and twerk a little bit for me, and and it'll be for their reason. But a Virgo woman, it's like, if she tells you, oh, dress up as a female and whatever, she'll return the favor, meaning she'll do something you want to do, so it's like, I'm like, oh, like, do this for me or do that for me, or maybe dress up as like some sort of like dark witchy female, man, like I dig that stuff, and they'll do it, they'll do it, and that gets me excited. But yeah, man, Virgo women rocking. The best sex I've ever had was with Virgo women. Alas, I have not tried a Pisces female yet, but hell, man, with Virgo chicks, you'll be satisfied, they're great with earthly things. Like I said, they have a nice style, they caretakers, perfectionists. Like, the whole perfectionist qualities can get kind of annoying, like I said, sometimes, because they'll be hard on you. They'll be like, Kurt, you've been eating too much junk food. You should start eating more veggies. And I'm like, my mentality's like, fuck it, man. Like, what's the point of existence anyway? Like, I should eat pizza because I enjoy pizza. Or I should eat, freaking mozzarella sticks because they're awesome, Whereas a Virgo woman knows it's awesome, but also knows it's not necessarily the best for your health. So they have your health, and they have your sort of your your physicality and sort of your because they take care of themselves. You know, if they're with a partner, you know, they don't want the partner to suffer ill health. You know, they want their partner to be healthy. You know, because then when their partner gets sick, when their partner gets ill, that's more shit on their back. Because Virgo women are the type that will run to the store, run to Walgreens or a pharmacy, whatever, at like 1 a.m. and get you medicine. You know what I mean? Even though they feel like shit and they're tired, because they don't like to see things suffering. They don't like to see you suffering. They don't like to see animals suffering. They don't like sort of the shitty qualities of life. So they'll make sure everything is top notch. So that's what I like about Virgo women. Cutest women I've ever laid eyes on, honestly. Whenever I think a girl's cute as shit, I'm like, that girl is amazingly cute. She must be a Virgo. And then I go up to her, I'm like, oh, you know, when's your birthday? Or like, you know, what's your zodiac sign? They're like, Virgo. I'm like, I knew it. This is some advice for some men here. You like, they captivate you with that stuff. They captivate you with that sort of caretaker's thing, and they with their cute natures and stuff like that. But they're wild. Don't get me wrong. They're wild. If you know how to unleash that wild beast within them, you're in for a ride, dude, because they're some of the wildest women ever. Like, if you help them break out of that worrying mentality and out of that sort of critical nature even for a little bit, they'll just unleash the Kraken, man. It's crazy. Like, because it's all that pent-up stress, all that pent-up anger, all that worrying and all that stuff. So if you give them a chance to relax and kick back a little bit, they'll just let loose. They'll let all that suppressed and you know, like worrying nature, they'll leave that aside and they'll just release all that pent-up stuff. And it's great, man. So yeah, Virgo women, hit me up. But yeah, I dig them. You know, I dig women of all sorts. Women are all beautiful. You know, you just gotta figure out how to pierce into certain traits of certain individuals. Everybody's a different human being. Like I said, not every Virgo will be the same. Not every Sagittarius will be the same. But if you have this sort of empathic nature and you know how to tune into those things, it could be a very beautiful thing. You know, you could realize the good qualities of Aries, good qualities of all these other signs. But of course, you know, you might have your little favorites. You know, I dig Earth sign women: Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. I like them. I like Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer as well. I like women of all sorts. But there's things that I don't like about Pisces. There's things I don't like about this sign, that sign, whatever. I like a lot of things about a Virgo. You know what I mean? But I may be a little like bashful and hateful towards Virgos every once in a while because, like I said, they kind of piss me off sometimes. You know, they have this sort of controlling nature. Not necessarily controlling, but it's for your own good. But I don't like that shit. You know, because for me it's like I really don't give a shit, but they give a shit, and then through that they help me because I care more about other people than I do care about myself, you know? And Virgo women help me realize how to care more about myself and also about them. Because if you care about yourself, you'll also know how to care about other people better, you know what I mean? So, you know, it'll be a mutual thing. So, it's Virgo women in a nutshell. So, take it easy, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you're a Virgo woman, please comment and tell me if you have sort of these traits, if you have sort of these tendencies, and yeah, take it easy.